Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Starter from the Bottom here with Gateshead. Today we're going to take on Corrington in the league and AFC Telford in the FA Cup. Since you've last seen us, things have slipped a little bit, as you can see on the league table over on the left-hand side of the screen there. We've slipped from 1st to 7th, thanks to this fairly poor run of form. It just kind of all went wrong. Let's see, when did you last? I can't even remember when you last. It was 6 games. I think I had to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it was born at AFC Wimbledon. I remember that now. So that was our last win. We've drawn and lost every game since then. Mostly due to injuries, which we don't have all that many issues with today. Molinux is injured, but he hasn't been playing that good as of late anyway. He's only out for another 2 to 4 days, and then Broccoli's still injured, and Brundle is injured, but he's out on loan, so he doesn't matter. In terms of, can there be transfers? For some reason, I feel like there has been. I just can't remember what they were. James Dale got released on a free. Liam Hogan got released. I don't know if you've seen that. Yeah, that's about it. That's what I was thinking of, is those 2 guys getting released. So let's just go ahead and jump right into this game against the Corrington. Stanley, who are they? I don't know, honestly. Anyway, so Mecca returns to the lineup. I still remember how to say his name. Wrightson starting on the left in place of the injured Molinux. Francis at the middle, Barlasser on the right, Mafuda and McCourt at the central midfielder positions. Not Gino. George. I'm always going to want to say Geno Smith. Why have the Jets done this to me? George Smith at left back, Barkworth and Manny Smith partnering at center back, and Phillips out on the right. Let's see how this goes. Corrington are where in the league? They're 12th, so mid-table. I mean, I expect us to be able to win this, but based off previous form, I don't know. And Corrington are favorites, so of course that never means anything. So yeah, let's just get into this. Well, we haven't been scored on within 2 minutes. I feel like that was a fairly common trend in the games that we lost. Getting scored on really early. If I can remember correctly, it's been a while since I've played this actually, so. And we are attacking here. Francis plays through Mecca, who scores. I miss seeing that. It's been a while. It's only his 2nd goal of the season actually. So of course, he's been injured for the beginning of the season for the most part. And first highlight of the day, so of course it's going to take forever to load, because that's just how this works for some bizarre reason. Yeah, gotta love computer speeds. It's always this first highlight. If any of you guys have this issue, please tell me how to fix it. It's just the first one. Okay, that was weird. I guess you're not going to get to see that highlight. It took about 5 minutes to come up and then didn't do anything, so interesting. And we appear to be attacking again here. Wrightson on the ball, just tries to dribble through everybody, loses out, unfortunately. That's a mistake by their defender, though. Mafuda picks it up, plays it to Francis. Francis to McCourt, back to Mafuda. Plays it up to Wrightson, who loses out again. Smith does win the header, but they manage to pick it right back up. McCourt and Stanley. And they give it away again. This is scrappy play at its finest. Now Wrightson's played in behind the defensive line, gets the cross in, Mecca scores. I mean, not too bad. He's doubled his goal tally in one game on the season. Can't complain. Somehow neither one of those were clear-cut chances. Explain to me how this isn't clear-cut. What a finish, by the way. He's had two very tidy finishes. Now Cork and Stanley can attack at us here. They're probably willing to take a few more risks now that they're down 2-0. And their right back crosses in, and they do score. I feel like that was offside, but I'm sure the replay is just going to prove me wrong. Let's see, so he is... Yeah, he's well onside, because I'm assuming that's... No, it's Barkworth. Okay, Barkworth was playing him on. Still a goal to the good, though. And we will take that one goal lead into halftime. I'm going to say things are going well, but they're capable of even better. That was Francis and Wrightson with both the assists in the first half. I'm surprised that the majority of the teams actually has a very poor average rating despite being a goal up. And I feel like both of those goals, in my opinion, would be clear-cut chances, so I'm just going to ignore that column. Because they were both, I mean, in both of them, Mecca was kind of clean through. Anyway, Wrightson with the ball, clean through again. He missed that one. Now, that's a clear-cut chance. Okay. I mean, I assume it was, but he missed that one, unfortunately. And I was going to check and see how long he was injured for, which I should be able to find. Let's see, where is it? History, injuries, there it is. I mean, he was out for 5 weeks. But you see all the injuries he's had this season, or this year, or this season. That would start with the bruised head, I guess. So, I mean, all in all, he's been out for, you know, a good 6-7 weeks of the season, which, I mean, we're only 14 games into the league campaign, so he has missed the majority of the season. And we're going to go ahead and pull Mafuda off for Finch, who I recently realized is actually a ball-winning midfielder. I've just been having to play him at box-to-box because we have nobody else there, really. And speaking of Finch, he's on the ball now. Smith crosses in. It is headed away, but Phillips picks it up, plays it into Mecca, who scores his hat trick. I can't complain for his, you know, this is like his second game back from injury, so hat tricks, eh? I mean, they defended the initial cross well, but then Phillips just put it in. And that's the kind of quality he was providing last year that I haven't seen this year out of Phillips. It's just passes like that. But now Cork and Stanley can come at us here, but Smith heads away, and their midfielder beats Francis to the ball. And they've got it out wide here, ball into nobody, and it's blocked by, that was our number 3, which is Smith. Yeah, of course it is. Our only good defender. Barkworth will be good. There's no doubt about that. Which is why I'm favoring him over all of our other options, is because he is so young. And that was a really late offside call. Okay. I could use to make those last 2 subs now. So we're going to take off Francis for Woods, and we're going to take up George Smith for Cole Da Silva, who is actually really good. And, you know, it's a shame that he's only back up here because our fullbacks are both fairly talented. And that's a screamer by Mecca there. That's 4. I mean, I'm fairly speechless. Okay, yeah. Yeah, pick that one out. Oh, it already came back out. He hit it so hard. Alright. And that's going to be Luke Morin, second yellow as well. Mecca just pulling all the strings today, clearly. Give it up to Wrightson, too, for playing an 8.1 when he wasn't even good enough for the team last year. That was a solid performance. No doubt about that. Definitely going to say he was spectacular. So was Wrightson, honestly. And that moves us up to 5th in the league, only 3 points back of league leaders Rochdale. And this is going to take forever, isn't it? Great. Well, anyway, I'll see you for the next game against AFC Telford as soon as I can get to it. Alright, so we are back here for the game against AFC Telford in the FA Cup first round. The team is unchanged because why would I ever change it? Actually, I just noticed that Barlasser's actually fairly tired. But I'm going to leave him on because we have people we can bring out the bench, so it should be fine. And I can't... What round did we make it to last year? Because I want to try and beat that, obviously. This is painful. Okay, there we go. So we did lose in the first round against Chesterfield, which was a fairly difficult draw for us. And, yeah, and their only goal is an own goal. So we should be able to get past this round, really. So let's just see how it goes. Telford are a team we played last year. I think we won a game 2-1 and then drew 0-0, and then we won 4-0 away. So, I mean, if we could beat them last year, we should be able to beat them this year. And of course, I don't know if they've strengthened at all, but I feel as if we've strengthened a little, so. With all that extra money that I still haven't spent. Alright, let's get right into this. We were in blue today. Nice. We appear to be attacking right off the start here, and we actually score 19 seconds in, I think that was. Jeez. Okay. I think we're going to set 2 club records in 2 games, because Mecca broke the most goals in a game for Gateshead record at 4. I guess the previous was 3. And I'm pretty sure we've just scored the fastest goal in Gateshead history, and it might be the fastest goal in FA Cup history. Which is kind of crazy. And of course the highlight's going to take forever to load. Great. Ah, we have highlight. Not saying their legs are moving, but there is a highlight. There we go. Okay. I mean, kind of looks how you'd expect, but that's potentially the fastest goal in FA Cup history right there. So, that's nice. And no, we are not attacking at all. We just gave the ball away. In a very dangerous position, really. And Telford do cross it in, and their striker, whose name I feel like I've tried to pronounce before, scores. Well, that sucks, because they're not supposed to do that. I guess magic of the FA Cup, even though they're only a division below us. I mean, I guess this would be like Norwich beating, probably, like, Stoke. I guess it wouldn't be that big of an upset, but still. McCourt dribbles forward here and shoots from distance. That's never going to go in, mate. Sorry. And we're going to try to attack again here through Phillips into McCourt. Plays it to Barlasser. Barlasser can whip this in. Back to McCourt, who shoots and scores somehow. This will be interesting to see on the replay. Either that came off the underside of the bar or the keeper pushed it onto the bar. Something like that. It looked really, really bad. So he hits it. No, it does go... I think that actually goes off the corner. So if that's the case, you can't get any more top corner than that. Barlaser now has 2 assists as well. I assume that goal early on was just a fluke, right? That's never going to happen again. Yeah, we're probably going to take Barlaser off at halftime just because we might need him for the next game, which is in the Checker Trade Trophy, and we have to have a certain amount of people in the squad and all that stuff. I did just realize that they don't have to be in the starting squad. They just have to be in the matchday team. They can all be on the bench because it only has to be 6. And with injuries and suspensions, I think for me it only had to be 4. Of course, I think it'll be up to 6. So some first teamers will have to start, but I'm not too bothered by the Checker Trade Trophy. Honestly, it's what was that? That's the replacement of the Johnson's Paint Trophy, useless thing that nobody cared about, I think. I was going to take off. He don't need to come off yet. He'll be fine for a few more minutes. And they do have a man in here, and they scored faster than we did at the beginning of the game. They just scored a goal in 16 seconds. This is weird. Okay. I mean, sure. Good defending there, guys, by the way. It's like they're trying to hold their defensive line, but then don't realize that the ball was even playing him on, and that's just stupid. How are we losing this game? God. Sometimes I feel like just firing all my players. Not gonna lie. We need money. That's just stupid. And I mean, that wasn't even a case that nobody was marking him. It was a case that the ball just fell perfectly to him. Right on his head. And I hate to take Barlaser off too, because he's having a great game, but we'll bring on a Jawa. I'm just going to go on overload. Might as well throw something at him. I mean, if they can beat our defense that easily, it's not like it's going to be any harder or any easier for them when we're on overload, so I'm just going to yell at the team a little bit, too. Just demand more. Just yell at them. I want better. Of course, we're probably not going to score, because that's just what we do. We are in possession, kind of. Mecha picks it up. Ajawa McCourt. Okay, well, I guess, sure. This is a weird game. Anyway, I don't know how that happened, how the ball got to him, how it got into the back of the net. I'm just confused all around. So Mecha picked it up, then played it to Ajawa, who hit it off the defender. It fell to McCourt, hit him, and went in. Okay. This is a bizarre game. And really, it shouldn't be this close. I guess our issue is that we've had 10 long shots. Of course, one of them's gone in at least. I don't actually, at this point, remember the other 2. I think they were fairly close range, though. At this point in time, I'm going to save a sub just in case it goes to extra time. Which is entirely possible. I just saw them make a few tactical changes, but hopefully that won't affect anything. Ajawa clears the corner. They do pick it back up and play it out wide, though. And, oh my god, what even was that? I can't believe how bad this team is at defending. It's just stupid. Now, how do we go with the same defense against a better team and concede 1 goal, then concede 4 against a terrible team? I mean, that just went off that guy's foot. It went off Wrightson's foot, oh shoot, that probably didn't sound good. Anyway, I just hit my mic in a fit of rage. But, I mean, I know Wrightson's not a defender, but he should know how to kick a ball. And the throw again here. Oh my god. What is this crap? Seriously. Well, we're out of the FA Cup, guys. I mean, unless we can engineer some stupid comeback. I'm just going to encourage the team because some stupid stuff has happened in this game, and I feel like we deserve something out of it now. But we're not going to get anything. Might as well save somebody their legs. I mean, Manny Smith has been crap today. I mean, all in all, we've been the better team, too. Really? I mean, how have we not had a clear-cut chance once again? And how have they had 4? Where have they been? How different have their chances been from ours? Our defenders they're just stupid. I might drop both of them for the next game. Both the center backs. That was awful. They deserve to be yelled at. Well, there goes the FA Cup. I can't believe that. I mean, and I guess in our defense it was an away game. But still. I mean, this is a team we beat 4-0 last season. The defense is better than it was last season, and we lost 5-3. 5-3. On the bright side, I mean, I think we did score the fastest goal in FA Cup history, so that'll be worth looking at. But, seriously? 5-3. In a goal bonanza, no doubt about that. Jeez. Let's see, I should be able to jump forward here, and it should tell me how fast that goal was. Because it was either 19 or 20 seconds. I mean, it's probably the fastest goal in Gateshead history. I don't think we would have scored anything quicker than that. And I don't recall there being an FA Cup goal any faster than that, but I'm not sure. I'm assuming that's what this email will talk about, maybe? If not, then it's just not a record at all. And of course, the game's being stupidly slow right now. Just to anger me even more. Oh, it's starting to try and work, right? Kind of. Guys, there we go. Nope, that's just most goals in a match. I'm just gonna look at FA Cup records real quick if the game will let me. Come on, hurry it up. God, I hate this computer. There we go. This is painful. Okay, thanks for being stupid. There we go, English FA Cup. I'm just so frustrated right now between this thing being stupid and that game. There we go. Okay, history records. Modern day, most winners, player records. Where's the... I don't actually know where to find this. Most goals in team, most assists, most clean sheets, highest ever rating. Fastest goal was 9 seconds. How in the world do you score a goal in 9 seconds? Anyway, what was the Gateshead record is now the next question. Club. History, overview. Maybe. Is it overview? It's probably records. And now it's going to take forever to load the overview. Great. Because that's what I want. Records. There we go. Let's see. Should be overview. Fastest goal scored was 11 seconds for us, so it somehow didn't break either one of those by a man named Wayne Phillips, who has since retired. So, yeah. That's, that kind of sucks. So we didn't get anything out of that, basically, other than the most goals scored in a game, but I hate being on the losing end of those, because I always am. Anyway, I've rambled on enough about trying to find the fastest goals in the FA Cup in Gateshead history, which we broke neither of. So, if you have enjoyed, somehow, my fit of rage, at least the first half of the episode, you might have liked that okay. Anyway, so if you have enjoyed, please do drop a like on the video, and subscribe if you are new, and leave a comment, tell me how I'm doing. And I will see you next time.